Today, we're going to talk about client testimonials and the new SEC marketing rules so that you can start to think about how you might apply it to your marketing plans and leverage it to drive organic growth. My name is Carolyn Dalle-Molle. I'm a VP here at Ficomm Partners, and I've spent a decade helping financial advisors grow their practices. It's been a very exciting time because just a few years ago, the SEC wrote a new marketing rule that is now in effect that for the first time ever permits testimonials, endorsements, and third-party ratings in a compliant way. So this is incredibly exciting for marketers and for people who are trying to drive growth. It's an amazing tool that helps build trust, credibility, social proof, and ultimately conversion with your ideal clients. So it's such a powerful communication tool for your marketing, but there's always this hesitancy because it's a new thing in our industry. So I want to talk about that today, share how we coach, guide, and consult some clients at Ficomm, and ultimately, hopefully, offer you this video as a resource for the whole team to kind of start thinking about this and get on board with the plan for you. This question came in actually from an existing Ficomm client because we had recommended that they share a few client testimonials as part of their strategy. And we heard back from the president of the firm that, okay, I'm in, and my team can get kind of nervous about testimonials. So are they allowed? Can you share why they're important and also how we might use them? So this is the way that we kind of coach through it. And I've already coached our client, but now sharing it with you as a way to support your team. Let's talk about the rule overview, disclosures and collection and tracking, some guidelines for your content, and then ultimately how you will use them once you have them. This rule went into effect in May of 2021, with everyone needing to be compliant by November 2022. So we've actually been operating under this rule for a few years now. This is a more modern rule that actually combined two previous rules and have really streamlined the description of what's allowed. So the marketing rule, the biggest news, and the thing that everyone's been talking about, it's for the first time you can now use client testimonials, endorsements, and third-party ratings. Those are three different ways of basically getting feedback and reviews and stories from people who've worked with you or people who want to endorse you. And the new rule just basically provides some guidelines and some safeguards to help these new tools not be misleading, be honest, and include very important disclosures. So I always like to normalize that this doesn't have to feel scary. In fact, it's very much detailed out what you need to do in order to be compliant, the do's and the don'ts. So we do recommend that you and your team read the rule to get familiarized with it. Okay, let's talk about those disclosures and how to collect them and even some tracking. So the first thing we wanted to point to is please rely on your compliance training. Each firm and each compliance department might have specific guidelines for you. So please refer to your compliance training. But when it comes to disclosures, there are a couple things that are absolutely part of the rule. First is, who is giving this testimonial? Is it a client? Is it non-client? Did they receive any sort of gift? Even if it was a cash thank you or a bouquet of flowers delivered in the mail, it's required that you acknowledge any sort of thank you or payment for giving a testimonial. The other thing is if there's anything in the relationship or the situation that might be influencing what they're saying, we need to disclose all of these things so that people who are reading the testimonial are able to see the context. When it comes to collecting the testimonials and tracking how they're used, just keep your paperwork clean. Have it ready. Have a folder that is dedicated to testimonials. You're able to log the consent of the testimonial. You're able to keep the recording of the Zoom call or the phone call or the email they sent you. It's simple record tracking, just like most of your compliance in marketing. So just use those muscles here as well. Okay, the other two sections are content guidelines. So like, what should the client be saying? What do we want as part of the testimonial? At Ficomm, we really like to make sure that we are talking about the way their life changed. So a client is not allowed to talk about specific returns or make promises. This is never okay with compliance, but there's still the ability to ask questions that help them describe their life, describe their feelings, describe the picture of how they were before working with you and how they feel and how their life looks now. Use questions that help them tell that story. So we don't have to rely on results or promises. It's more like sharing their story and the heart of how you've changed their life. Collect the testimonial in that spirit, and then the actual creation of the testimonial will go through a compliance process to weed out any red flag words or phrases and keep you safe from that regard. Okay, so now you have your testimonial. It's been collected. You have this beautiful picture of how their life really changed having worked with you. Now it's time to use them. There are 3 key places that we use them most often with clients, and those are website, social media, and emails. So we really recommend having a page on the website where it says like what our clients say, and you can refer to that. And that page has all the disclosures. It's like fully fleshed out pages. And you can refer to that page by sharing quotes with a shorter disclosure that links to the larger one on a few key pages. So let's say the About page, a services page, the Work With Us page. You want to sprinkle smaller testimonials across the website so that there's a presence of these stories, and have the big page that has all of the detail, all the disclosures ready for everyone to read. On social media, there's an opportunity to pull quotes or pull snippets and use disclosures in the captions, or in certain times an overlay over the video. So there's plenty of opportunity across social media that one testimonial could be featured sporadically across a long period of time. You can think of each testimonial as a big piece of powerful content that helps you build trust and offer social proof and storytelling to help your brand and your message resonate with the right people. And lastly, email strategy. Don't forget to include testimonial snippets or announce the new ones in your email newsletter. It's a great way to build community and feature clients in a way that everyone can see and get excited about. These are just a few ways to start thinking about how you might use testimonials, but there's also opportunity in print or in slide decks. The opportunities abound. Once you have the testimonial, you can use it like the most amazing piece of marketing content, and just make sure you're disclosing along the way. To recap, we do recommend you read the rule and that you consult with your compliance training and your compliance team or officer. But ultimately, this is not something to be scared of. In fact, the rules of the game are written out. And now it's up to you to use those rules and feature stories of your clients to better resonate with your next prospect. That's it for today. If you have another marketing or growth question, I would love to hear it. You can submit it via a link below or send me a direct message on LinkedIn, and I'd be happy to create a video for you. I'll see you in the next one.